What's going on, everyone? My name is Renox, and I'm here to help you get better at Valorant. I hear you. You're already pretty solid, but have you ever wanted to get to Diamond? We can help. Now, as a member of Cloud9's Training Grounds coaching team, I'll be walking you through everything you need to know to get good at Riot Games' tactical shooter. This is Class in Session. Class in Session is all about teamwork, so we need to have a team to work out with. So let's meet the squad that we'll be taking into matchmaking.
Rolling the drone.
Hi, I'm Chris. My current rank is Silver 1, and I hope to hit Plat 3.
Hi, I'm Natalie. My current rank is Gold, and after this session, I hope to hit Diamond.
Hi, my name is Edward. My current rank is Gold, and after this, I hope to be Diamond.
Hi, my name is Chris, and my current rank is Gold 3, and I want to be Diamond 1.
Hi, my name is Courtney. My current rank is Plat 1, and after this, I wish to reach Diamond 3.
Before you ever get into the game, the first thing you'll see is the agent selection screen. You need to be able to choose wisely while you're there. So, how do you do that? First, you have to understand all the roles. Sentinels are good at controlling spaces and gathering information. They have cameras or the ability to manipulate terrain to create space for their teammates. These are your Cyphers, your Sages, or your Killjoys. They're not the first ones in, but they enable those who are to do their jobs. Those first ones in are traditionally either initiators or duelists. They use their abilities to force enemy players to move from their safe locations or to back off to avoid getting blown up. Breach, Skye, KO, and Sova will be your initiators. Alternatively, duelists are a great way to get in and win a fight, putting your team into an advantageous position. Usually, they have abilities that allow them to get in and do their damage and either get back out or heal up afterwards. Think about Phoenix, Jett, Reyna, or Raze, or potentially even Yoru. And finally, you've got your controllers. Once you're in or on defense, these agents excel at controlling and denying vision and making it very, very difficult for incoming teams to be able to get a foothold. Brimstone, Viper, Omen, and Astra are going to be your controllers. What we're going to focus on today is actually building out an ideal team composition. You probably know why you shouldn't have a full team of duelists. You'd have no utility and no way in. If you had 5 Sentinels, you'd have no kill pressure, so you need a mix of both. You should be working on building out a composition that has a solid balance of everything you need to win a match. Right now, the standard composition looks a little something like 1 Sentinel, 1 Controller, 1 Initiator, and then 2 Duelists. But remember, compositions are flexible, and you need to play to your strengths. Let's ask our players, what roles do you guys enjoy playing inside of Valorant?
I like to play Duelist.
I like to play Duelist as well.
Typically, I'll be playing controllers, so like Omen and Viper.
I usually vibe with initiators, mainly KO.
I like Sentinels. I really like Killjoy.
If you're noticing that you're missing flashes, grab a Breach or maybe a Skye. Phoenix could even work. Missing smokes, Astra, Omen offer great options to control that space. Need crowd control? Sage, KO, and Killjoy are great at making sure enemies have no chance whatsoever. Feel like you're not going to be getting enough information? Cypher, Sova, or potentially sometimes Raze can be solid options too. And obviously, they have a ton of overlap in their abilities. So if you can cover multiple cases with one pick, go for it. Cypher, for example, can cover light smoke needs as well as crowd control and some gathering of information through his camera. That's pretty simple, but things get a lot more complicated when you start thinking about combining abilities for great results. Consider using Sage's Slow Orb with Brimstone's ultimate Orbital Strike. Or how about using Omen's Paranoia to cover Jett's dash ability, Tailwind? Or even using Jett's Tailwind and Phoenix ulti to get into the same location and double peek an enemy. Think about how your abilities are going to combine as you are building out those team comps. Talk to your teammates about what do they like to play. What are some ability combos that you guys have discovered while playing Valorant?
I really like when you use Skye's Trailblazer and then you can enter with a Duelist dash like Jett's.
Astra's Gravity Well and Raze's Grenade seems really OP in my opinion.
Now we can talk about taking advantage of your team's abilities. Did you know that peeking immediately after your teammate Phoenix flashes is actually a lot faster than forcing Phoenix to flash himself into a corner? Or you can use something like Astra's Smoke to fake a lurk on the other side of the map. Or you could actually lurk, you know, mess with the enemy's heads a bit. So let's finally talk about team compositions. Now that you know what you like to play, let's figure out something to play in some games later today. All right, I know that was a lot of words, so let's put some of this stuff that we've talked about into practice. We're gonna be hopping into a drill with 2 attackers versus 3 defenders. The attackers gotta do their best to push onto site with the utility that they have and make it there. The defenders, do your best to hold them back. We're gonna be on ascent. The attackers are gonna be able to use A main and A catwalk in order to try and get onto site. Defenders, make sure you stop them. So got a good combination here. You guys are going to be able to do pretty well at making sure that you can get onto site and just helping prevent them from having too much control over some of those angles. Remember, you know where they have to attack, so you don't have to try and peek as much. You don't have to peek really at all, because you just have to wait for the information until that they're actually into sight.
I'm playing box.
Also, don't forget that as KO, you have a lot of times where you can just toss a flash over the walls on a map like Ascent. You know, it doesn't have to be directly through corridors, it doesn't have to be through doorways. You can jump throw a bunch of stuff on this
Hear
map.
dog on site.
What do you think we should do about the turret, though?
The turret you can honestly ignore, because essentially what Killjoy does with the turret is just to try to get you to shoot at it, right? Because she's trying to draw your crosshair away. It does very minimal damage, it's not going to kill you as long as you're not very low HP. Don't be afraid to smoke off angles and then just immediately push through them. That's what Jett smokes are best for. Or potentially put a cloud burst down on site, tailwind into it. So that way, as you're finishing your animation of tailwind, you still have that smoke as cover. And instead of them being able to just like headshot you immediately, they kind of have to spray through the smoke. It allows you to close that distance, and it also allows you to be a little bit more aggressive in those situations. I think we are going to swap teams. So you two will be the attackers, and then 1, 2, 3 will be defenders. When you're putting down Viper Molly, but pull it out behind cover, get the lineup ready, peek, put it down, swing immediately back into cover. Because that way you expose yourself for the least amount of time possible, and it won't allow you to get spammed like right there.
That makes sense.
All right, that was it for that one. We're gonna go back real quick and do a replay of one of the rounds, just going over them. All right, the attackers may not have been able to win a round, but that being said, there were still a lot of interesting situations. So let's go take a look. So, as you guys can see, we have the 2 attackers pushing up catwalk here, and they get first contact on the stage, and she immediately has to back off and throw down a slow orb. That shows the defenders that the attackers are pressuring over towards catwalk, and as the attackers are now rotating over towards A long, this gives them a lot of opportunity to use their flashes or to use their utility really effectively right here. For example, Phoenix can quite easily flash around this corner and then have his teammate peek off of it for a really easy way to convert a kill right here. The Sage ended up backing off, so that flash wouldn't have been effective if it had been put right there, but it's a really easy way to get control of that area. Viper wall goes up, splitting the site in half. Once that Sage wall goes down, the attackers can once again use that flash technique of Phoenix flashing through the smoke and then the teammate pushing in this case Viper, in order to take control of that space and force the enemies to fight the attackers while blinded. So you can see Phoenix goes for the flash, but Viper isn't quite there to assist him with it. Phoenix has to flash himself into the corner, which is slightly shorter than if Viper had been able to peek off of that flash right there. And then it ends up being that the defenders dodge the flash or are not able to get run down because of it, and it ends up going to 1v1 duels where, since the defenders have the man advantage, they're able to come out on top. All right, so I wouldn't be a great teacher if I let you go without some homework. Today, we focus a lot on the theory, but we can't forget about our mechanics. Hop into a third-party aim trainer or into the range on Valorant for even 15 to 20 minutes before you hop into your first ranked game of the day. Trust me, you'll thank me later. All right, so this all sounds great in theory, but it's time to put some of this into a real game. Let's not focus on winning. Let's try to make sure that we use our ability combos to the best that we can. Let's get into it.
Oh,
There you guys go.
Oh. Ascent.
Is there?
Oh, give me Grease, give me Grease.
Yes! Let's go! Let's go!
Oh, no way.
I'll play Viper.
I think Reina's good.
Yeah, Ren is great on this map.
Let's go!
Oh!
Oh, we're defending.
Oh my god!
They're pushing through, they're pushing through.
Blinding for you?
Solo 54. Molly, go entry.
120 on stage, he did.
Nice!
What?
Nice! Nice! That's good.
Nice, good pick, good pick.
There's more. Just over darted, but I'm not spotted by it.
I didn't see one mid window. Or B window, sorry.
I'm gonna rotate to A now.
Yeah. I'll stay.
I'm alling, man.
I'm gonna say all them.
I don't know anyone.
Where?
Careful.
I am getting destroyed.
Where was that? Where was that?
Okay.
Okay, finding.
Spike planted.
Right side.
One enemy remaining.
Last guy came.
Nice!
She can't be backside.
I'm gonna flash out high. Flashing out high now.
Came through.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah, off.
Nice.
I didn't hit her? Mad lad.
Okay.
I'm flashing through. Flashing. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god, right from
I'm gonna go again. Flashing. 3, 2, 1.
No, box.
Oh,
Can I get a mic?
yeah, I got it.
One elbow. Go.
Spike down.
Okay!
Oh my god!
Okay, you.
Unless?
They did that on purpose.
Defenders win.
That was a warm-up game.
That was a warm-up.
Warm-up, yeah.
Of course.
Freeze it.
All right, everyone, I know there's a lot of things that we talked about today, but here are the main takeaways. 1, you don't want to have too many agents of the same role on your team. 2, you want to make sure everyone on the team is comfortable with the role that they've been given. And lastly, you want to make sure that everyone on the team is also comfortable with the positions that they'll be playing.
Coming out today's session, I think I really got insight on how to contribute to my team and how to think about how to play around my team and try to get more rounds on the board.
Renox's lecture today has been really helpful in teaching me how to use agents' abilities together with my team, and it's really shown me how exponentially stronger agents can become if they use their abilities in tandem.
After today's class and session, I feel really good. I feel like I can make that improvement towards my end goal.
I definitely call out my abilities so that I can combine them with my teammates.
All right, everyone, thank you for attending class today, and I hope you all learned something new. Class in session, dismissed. Let's start with the basic movements. I know you all know how to press W, A, S, and D, but here's the thing. You have to press them in the right order. I want you to practice on working on your counter strafing and your jiggle peeking while we move through this map.
I'm hiding. I'm full hiding. No time.
Dragon.
I'm running.